I'm 12 deep, 11 still in the home, wife and my family and my mother and father. So I feel like this is an honor and a blessing to be here, to even get the opportunity to say this, because I have a lot of relatives, I have a lot of friends. Either one or both of their parents are already gone. I'm 54 years old, and I'm grateful. Mom, you're a soldier. You're a miracle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a miracle walking. This woman has never received nothing that they've told her, and she's walking through things that are unimaginable for the average human being. So that's the reason why I know whether or not, I understand we may have a different, collective perception in some ways, but the overall, the clarity is there. Like, I know for me, regardless of what she says, that's a goddess right there. And you don't do things like she has been able to do on, spiritual level just with to me, a religion. It's like you have to have a different kind of connection to, regardless of what, anybody says. And she and I we've been through life on me going through the different processes of attempting to find myself and find my course of action in life, because I know that I'm a warrior. I'm here for the spiritual fight. I've been confirmed at this point, and I wanted to make sure that I put it into the ether and I put it into my parents, that I forgive you both for anything that you think that you've done to harm me. I remember when I got out of prison, my mom was like, she was crying, she was telling me, when I was talking to her, she was acting as if it was her fault. I was like, Mom, I've been out your house for 5 years now. Come on, you couldn't have been responsible for this. This was me, all me. But just the compassionate heart, knowing that I belong there because I put myself there, but it was for the experience of my kings and queens, my young gods and goddesses, that I have to be responsible for influencing in this now. And you all know, anybody who knows this world, this system, and all these different things we go through, nothing is, easy. You have to pay attention to detail. You have to really be on a mission to be, balanced. And everything it's a yin and a yang. It's an up and it's a down. It's a left and it's a right. So it's not going to be like things are not going to be so-called bad. You just got to deal with them how they are. And the more you keep your vibration in a higher space than not, then, we just move. And I've been having to be the example of that to myself, because I have to reinvent myself every time I wake up and give thanks and realize what my responsibilities are. And then I realize how many people love me, man. I got so much love on me, man. Mm-hmm. I'm destined for this greatness. This whole brand, this whole bloodline is destined. That's the reason why I needed to talk to my parents, because they've been kind of like not forced back together, but the will of the Creator has put us back together to experience. And it's like my children love them, like they got the grandchildren loving all of them. And regardless of what the understanding of anybody is like, it's so much different when you have the elders in the house. Even if you don't agree with everything, I see the importance of it. I would really suggest, if you got an elder that you know in your family, take your children to see them and communicate with them, so they could not only give them the energy of that, but let the elder give them some knowledge from the wisdom of just speaking some words. I love you, baby. I love you from an elder coming from someone else is totally different, because the elder's experiences, and depending on how many times that elder been in submission to the Creator, like really on some connecting and not even realizing how connected they are. Because I realize that as I've grown spiritually, and this is no cap on you, Mom, because it's never no disrespect, but to me, because I've grown through so many different things, I sometimes didn't realize if you realize how powerful you are, like for real, like, because all the things is how humble you are and how you carried yourself, and but I get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm my only child. Like I'm selfish about my mom. I didn't have to be shut down. I didn't have to be put in my place by people like, yo, man, my bad, your mom's just a good person, man. My mom ain't been around, and I love your mom. I'm like, you know what? How in the hell can I keep her mission off, and I got one? Like, how can I knock hers off? It's still like I've had a war inside of myself. Like, that's my mama, man. If y'all know, if anybody love their mama like I love my mama, you ain't trying to let nobody be close to your mama, especially if you ain't like in the vicinity. And you always are, but you move away and you got niggas tucking up for you. You got God, man. I'll tell you what, I'm just so grateful for this experience right here. And I like I said, I want to take my time out to make sure that I properly, you know, ask you all for forgiveness. Like the stress nights, Mom, all that time I, you know, like that you were worried about me. Now, we've talked about it. Sometimes you were worried about me because of just the extra idea of that's my child.
Yeah.
Because some things you didn't, once you put them once you put those, those positive spells out. Once you put them things out there like that, it was a wrap. The protection has been on. And I know because I like, you know, we in hell and I done rode through hell with gasoline draws on. You know what I'm saying? And I am a fire sign, so that says something, and I survived to this point. So I'm just grateful to say, you know, the influence, you know, that I want to, that I am and what I command to be is directly off of the love and respect that I've gathered, understanding what you all have had to go through in life, and then, you know, relationships splitting up. Mom, you know, me and you role play, we've been through a lot, like single, like you're going through, getting put out of places and all kind of things when we were in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, and just different things. And Pops, I remember like so much stuff, man. Like I remember the feeling that my mom had when she woke me up in the middle of the night. We got to go to the hospital because you had been shot, and no, we didn't know if you was dead or not. Like, you know, but I know that energy, and it's energy. Everything is energy. So I'm saying, if you believe in something, you can get it. Just, you know, understand you have to be a vibrational connection to it. I wasn't at the time I was asking, obviously, because they weren't. You know, all of this stuff had to take place. You know, Pops had to go through whatever he had to go through. Mom had to go through whatever she had to go through. The experiences we still grow. I'm still growing up. I can't, you know, Pops will be 80 on his next birthday, January the 10th. We'll all strength for that. Mom will be 80 on her next birthday, June the 20th. And this is like really a blessing. Like I say, I understand the transition process too, because I don't believe in death anymore. So since I have them physically here with me, I'm putting in all the time I can to connect, you know, spiritually, so that when our transition time comes, we don't have a disconnect. You know what I mean? Because I feel this is my knowing, this is what's been confirmed to me, and I'm just sharing with those who might have had the same experience with a loved one or someone that they're dealing with now. Once you tie in that right love energy when they're present, you never lose contact with it when they become, when the transition happens, because this physical thing is very, very like, this is, from my knowing, it seems like I'm tapping into I just understand better. I understand better, and I'm not trying to force no feeling off on nobody else, but I know what it is for me. And it's been clear that all we got to do is open up that love chakra, open up the facts of the love thing in the facts of all people's beliefs. Everybody believes something because it's supposed to be based upon love. This is what the religions are supposed to be, so to say. But for real, let's start loving ourselves so we can love others. And that mirror thing is real, because we're all vibrations and reflections of each other. Like, so if you pull up on somebody and they not really cool with you, that's the other side of you that you really is not cool, that you're not cool with. Maybe you should, you know, address that part, because it's all energy. I haven't been able to run away from it myself. I ran into many walls attempting to change how the universe works, but now I clearly understand that there's no changing to it. And I just wanted to, again, share my love with y'all. Thank y'all. Ask you for forgiveness for the things that I have done as a young adult, as a child even, because I know that this process, nobody got we didn't have the right blueprint. None of us. I didn't, you know, what y'all gave me, what you gave me, Mom, like it's the best I could have had, because you told me I could do anything I set my mind to. And I knew my imagination got me everything that I wanted. So once I understood the understanding of really the source energy and the God concept for what it truly is, I understand how I'm connected to the source. I understand what my, you know, abilities are, what my, you know, possibilities are, and it's all on me. It's all on me. And, you know, I'm just going to do the best that I can to influence in front of you all while you're still present. You know, and I just want to tell y'all I love y'all. And Pops, you know, me and you, we got to talk more. I know you right in the Pop spot with me. When I come up there, you like his dude is one of the most understanding dudes. He's like, he understands my schedule, but you know, I really respect talking to you, because every time I talk to you, you give me some jewels. You know, and even if it's short, like, you know, whatever communication we have is just appreciated, because I count this I count this now as now. I don't really do the time thing anymore. Like I really know I don't really, that's a whole different perspective of perspective for me. So I'm grateful for where we are, and I'm just going to be grateful for all the presence that we are. The presence that we have right now in this now. That's what I'm constantly grateful for. I'm grateful for all the experiences before because I've been able to adjust them in my mind to be all good.